as considered the marketing savior for the sport.
So many people were also painting her out to be the problem. She could never do enough. She could never speak out enough.
WNBA players are expressing frustration over Caitlin Clark receiving a highly lucrative offer from a European team. Many feel entitled to higher salaries themselves, arguing that their longer time in the league should warrant bigger contracts than those offered to the rookie star.
It's physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
Caitlin Clark's potential move overseas could be a major blow to the WNBA. As the highest paid player in the world, she would finally receive the respect she deserves in a league that truly values her talent, free from resentment or players hoping to see her fail.
Here's the reality. It wasn't what it is. The quality of basketball may have been up to snuff, and you had somebody as popular as Cheryl Swoops who had her own signature shoe, had to deal with Nike and all of this other stuff. But the bottom line is, very few people gave a damn.
Why would Caitlin Clark remain in a league where even her own teammates appear to turn against her? After news broke, Nalissa Smith was seen laughing with Dejonai Carrington about the viral eye poke incident, drawing attention to the lack of support Clark seems to face. Carrington mocked Clark by repeating, "Did you do it on purpose?" while Smith laughed along. Shockingly, Clark's own teammate did not defend her, leaving her isolated, even within her own team, during a moment of widespread public ridicule.
We're sitting there like, well, hold on, man. This woman is booed up with the girl that poked Caitlin Clark in the eye. They're making videos making fun of Caitlin Clark in the eye poke. What is the Indiana Fever doing?
Caitlin Clark's team has shown little public support for her, instead promoting Nalissa Smith's season highlights with no visible backing of Clark. This only adds to the reasons she might consider leaving. Opposing players appear unwelcoming, and even her own teammates have mocked her rather than defended her. Accepting a EuroLeague offer could be the right move, leaving the WNBA to realize her value only after she's gone, and scrambling to win her back.
Wonder if Caitlin, in every post-game press conference, she came out and talked about the kind of hateful comments that she was getting. If she came out and told everybody the reason why she has personal security that goes with her every single place, it's a lot. And so it's not just Caitlin Clark fans or Indiana Fever fans. It is not all going in one direction.
Caitlin Clark's reported contract with a European team is more than just another career move. It highlights the stark differences in opportunity between certain WNBA players and those attracting major interest overseas. Her situation has sparked strong emotions within the league. Despite being new to professional basketball, Clark has already drawn international offers that even established stars like Aya Wilson have not received, despite years of dominance. Neither Wilson nor other top WNBA players have secured similarly lucrative deals, underscoring a gap that has fueled frustration among veterans who feel overlooked by both the league and international teams.
Saying it wasn't to the degree of Caitlin Clark being on that basketball court and people watching her, but nevertheless, rising tide lifts all boats.
For Aya Wilson, the frustration surrounding Caitlin Clark's move goes beyond Clark simply signing a European contract. It's about the deeper message this sends to the rest of the WNBA. Wilson has long believed that earning league MVP should carry real weight, not just as a title, but as a gateway to the best opportunities, including top contracts and broader recognition. What's troubling is that Clark, who has spent far less time in the professional game and achieved less at that level, is now receiving offers that many believe should be going to a player of Wilson's stature.
There were a lot of people that laid the groundwork that deserve shine as well. Here's what we're going to do.
Are they playing now?
Here's what we're going to do.
Are they playing now?
We don't have Andrea.
Remember, you got
we don't have any of the women, Chanae. They'll come back on. We'll revisit this conversation gladly.
Aya Wilson's frustration runs deeper because it exposes a harsh reality in the WNBA. Elite skill and proven success don't always translate into financial reward. While Caitlin Clark was still playing at the college level, her games were drawing massive crowds eager to watch her compete. Meanwhile, Wilson, despite being the league's MVP, has not seen the same level of fan turnout at the WNBA level, highlighting the gap between on-court achievement and market-driven attention.
The reason 12 million people are watching ESPN for a game, if that game was on CBS, they probably would have had 25, 30 million people watching that game.
Dejonai Carrington's hostility toward Caitlin Clark has been evident for some time, as the two players share a contentious history. That tension peaked during the infamous eye poke incident that left Clark with a black eye. Rather than expressing remorse, Carrington mocked Clark, further intensifying the conflict. This public show of disrespect was not an isolated moment, but instead reflects a deeper resentment Carrington has held toward Clark for quite a while.
No one would even know her name, Nylisa Smith, if she played on any of the other 11 teams. She was the second overall pick 2 or 3 years ago in the WNBA draft. Decent player, but no one would know. She played with Caitlin Clark. People know her name. She has no gratitude. She has no respect. She can't tell her girlfriend, hey, we ain't doing that.
Carrington's resentment likely comes from Caitlin Clark's rise as the face of women's basketball, a level of visibility Carrington has not reached. While Carrington is a skilled player in her own right, she hasn't achieved the same degree of fame or success as Clark. This disparity appears to have fueled lingering bitterness, which was further amplified by the eye poke incident. To Carrington, Clark's rapid ascent may feel like a personal slight, as though her own hard work and years of effort are being overshadowed by someone she believes hasn't put in the same time or paid the same dues.
Producing the most watched WNBA games in over 2 decades. What does that tell you? That tells you that before Caitlin Clark came along, it wasn't nearly as popular. It doesn't mean it wasn't growing in popularity over the last 2 to 3 years. But 3 years ago, WNBA was an afterthought.
What makes Carrington's behavior particularly troubling is her apparent delight in Caitlin Clark's misfortunes. Instead of apologizing for the injury she caused, Carrington mocked Clark, suggesting she takes some pleasure in her suffering. This goes beyond professional rivalry. Her resentment is personal, and Clark has had to endure it throughout her time in the WNBA. Nylisa Thomas has also aligned with Carrington in this hostility. After the eye poke incident, she was seen laughing with a friend about Clark's injury, showing a complete lack of empathy. Such behavior is shocking, especially from professional athletes, and highlights a deeper cultural problem within the league.
Has been impacting the WNBA well before this year. This is not a new thing. Sure. This is, and in that way, I do think Caitlin's being used as a pawn. Caitlin didn't bring citizens to the WNBA. This has been happening.
Caitlin Clark faces hostility not just from opponents, but even within her own team, the Indiana Fever, creating a toxic environment where she feels isolated and unsupported. Despite elevating the WNBA's profile, attracting fans, and boosting viewership, many players harbor jealousy and resentment toward her. Europe offers her a chance to earn more, face less hostility, and play in a supportive environment. Her potential departure could have major consequences for the WNBA, risking viewership drops and the loss of one of its biggest stars.